Yo guys, what's up? It's Digit with a different video. Well, you can probably already tell it's a layout update. I haven't said much of this online, but I did get 2 new locomotives and 1 old one with new sound system installed. Just gonna take a quick look at those. You can already hear it in the background. For my first video, you can see I have the Bachmann K4 Canal Berkshire here from Casino. That I had TCS Wow Sound V4 installed into it. Configured that up a bit, and we'll take a listen. As you can see, the only really issue with this is the fact that the tender kind of echoes a bit. That's easily fixable by just modifying the shell just a little bit to make sure it doesn't rattle around so much. I'll move it forward and we can go on to the next locomotive. Next locomotive is a Broadway Limited locomotive. Let's read this. It is an NNW A-Class number 1218. I did not get the glossy finish version. I got the in-service version just simply due to the era I'm choosing to model in. I'm really proud and just happy with the locomotive in general. Heavy puller, because those Broadway Limited locomotives got traction tires on them, so they can pull basically anything. Yeah, it's very well detailed. I wouldn't call it necessarily affordable, but it's good for what its price was, so let's power it up. So that was the extended startup sequence. smoke. It's just pretty hard seeing this around. I can't have anything down too much on this. Just ultimately really nice locomotive. I think it's a good addition to the layout. It's probably using my body. Gravity-limited locomotives are almost always really good. Compared to the TCS Wow sound decoders, no. Probably we're going to noticeably worse, I believe. That's just from my point of view. I believe there's multiple decoders out there, honestly, not even just TCS that are better than the limited ones. But that doesn't mean they're necessarily bad. It's just other ones on the market that, are more expensive. You can probably just have them installed. The only issue is if I install a decoder, I'd lose the really good smoke unit, because most decoders just don't have the ability to install a smoke unit. So, but, if I feel like not getting smoked out, I might just get a TCS sound decoder, or maybe a Tsunami sound decoder. I know there's an NW sound set on TCS because I'm using it on my K4 Burke, but that's about it for that locomotive. Now probably the other one everyone's been waiting for, this Bachmann Spectrum K4 you see back here. Trying to get it firing up. This was a birthday present from my parents I got a couple months ago. Very nice locomotive. For new tooling for Bachmann. Should probably shut off the smoke there. Hang on, I'm just gonna shut off the smoke for 15. There we go. New tooling from Bachmann. Especially, really good at slow speeds. Yeah, no, for a Bachmann locomotive, that's almost unheard of. Because usually, a lot of Bachmann locomotives I've seen don't start moving properly until at least speed step 5. This one will move at speed step 1, extremely slowly. Now the issue is, out of the box I noticed the motor it's brand new, I got it from Train World. Out of the box the motor is kind of noisy. Since it has sound, that helps, but if I shut off the sound it's noticeable. But I think I've seen some other, I think it's just a universal thing, other people have had the same problem. I think if I just slap some lubrication on it, it would probably be quiet. I mean, not an issue for me, because I only run with sound in a running session. It's usually not my cup of tea to just get a DCC locomotive unless I intend to get a separate sound system, but that's besides the point. Anyway, I changed the factory sounds and I think maybe a couple other settings, so it's not the default anything you hear, but let's take a look. I'm at speed step 1 and it is moving. These TCS lifestyle decoders have cylinder cocks mapped to a function button, so you can decide if you want them and how long you want them. You can map a bunch of other functions, including whatever I just pressed. Still getting used to these decoders. Yeah, that checks out. They all have great features. All of them are capable of 28 functions. You don't actually need a fancy controller for these, I've noticed. If you have, let's say, for example, that old Bachmann Easy Command Control Center, I don't think that's available anymore unless you find it on eBay somehow. But it's only capable of 9 functions. You can actually you can basically map CV, do what you can with CVs, but with button 8. Now I have the NCE Power tab. So if I press 8 4 times.
Welcome to Audio Assist. Use button 1 for sound programming options. Use button 2 for lighting control. Use button 3 for calibrating chuff intensity, chuff timing, and motor control options. Use button 4 for throttle modes, presets, resets, music, and decoder information. Use button 0 to exit Audio Assist. Goodbye.
It also has a light mode, but that's for locomotives with a lot of lights. This one I noticed does have a firebox flicker, which I'll bring around the show. Each locomotive also has a brake, because by default they will have a lot of momentum, so you have to manually apply the brakes more, basically. Rather than the locomotives don't have that, but that can pretty easily realistically make it. There, you can kind of see that firebox flicker. So light mode can technically shut that off if you wish for it to be off, if you don't like it. That's what light mode would do. Or if you had like a gyro light, marker light, stuff like that, I believe light mode would also allow you to independently control those to an extent. This one, in this quick start guide, had a bunch of quilled whistles, signal whistles, stuff like that. Those, it's listed as function page 3 because you can get to them by pressing 8 like twice, a double tap. So you don't need a 28 function controller for TCS WoW, which is what I like about that too. But if I wanted to do that's 2 separate grade crossing whistles. As long as a forward quill, a reverse quill, and a stop whistle. Stop whistle. And then open stop, oops. So you can kind of use those in combination. You know, you got the forward whistle. Here, I'll drop it down to speed step 1. I mean, it's not jerking almost at all. Now, if I were to shut off the sound, you can hear it. It sounds like a 1942 brass locomotive that hasn't been serviced in a while. But you really can't hear that when it's in operation that much. I mean, that's my only complaint. It's just a loud motor out of the box, but I believe if you just remove the loco shell, everything should fix itself. And put lubrication on it, of course. But those are all the new locomotives I have. There's a K4 behind the gravel company over there, but that's about it. Thanks for watching.